The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham County High School's basketball starts now.
And a pleasant good evening from Goshen. Oldham County High School's basketball is on the air. North Oldham 6-0 on the air will take on Spencer County. The Bears are 3-3. Welcome, I'm Chris LaBar along with Jeff Cooper. Great to have you here. And this is a Spencer County team. They've got a lot of power in that backcourt.
They sure do. They've got two big-time scorers. Luke Earhart and Camden Cox can both fill it up, and both of them averaging over 20 points a game, and they like to play an up-tempo and like to shoot the three-pointer.
Spencer County 3-3. North Oldham 6-0 for the first time in their school history, and David Levitch doing it with an interesting mix because a lot of these kids don't have a lot of experience.
No, that's right. They lost 6 seniors from last year, and guys like Grant Neal and Ryan Howard and have really stepped up and taken on a bigger role for this team, and Jack Fisher as well. So. And they're rolling right now. They look really good. We had them last Friday. Saw them last Friday. They looked like definitely a region contender.
It's a North Oldham bunch. You'll hear from Coach Levitch here momentarily. He's very fond of his backcourt, and Grant Neal having a great year. And you look back at this win on Wednesday at Walton Verona, and they're down 5 at half.
Yeah, and they have a way of coming back. You know, they have inexperienced players, but they're experienced, you know, if you understand what I'm saying. They don't have a lot of court time, but 6 games in now that they do. And they've been in a winning program now for several years, so they know how to get it done.
David Levitch in his 6th season on the sideline for North Oldham High School. He's an alum of this great institution. He'll join me next. His pregame thoughts on the other side of this pause. It's Glycod.com on the air tonight in Goshen.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, making your life easier with quality products and quality service.
Friday night high school basketball and Goshen North Oldham hosting Spencer County. Chris Labar with David Levitch. David, a little bit of a surprise start for you guys, 6 for 6 to start the year. How surprised are you?
I'm a little surprised. We have played some good teams that have played some of our common opponents. Like Central Arn, for example, they were a good team to beat the first game, and we've played some teams that, like the Indiana team, won great, but we've gone on to play some bad. Nothing against them. We've played some better teams, and like Bullitt East, I was a little surprised by that result, and then. Last game was a tough. We got down 15-4 against Walden Verona, which is a region game, and we fought back. And the last 3 quarters were really good. So we played some so-so teams and some good teams. But I've been a little surprised, to be honest.
So many of these kids, with the exception of Neil and Fisher, are pretty much new to the rotation. Describe the personal challenge for you to coach some of these younger guys.
It's been challenging, but it's kind of been a fun challenge. We've kind of flipped our offense, obviously without Luke Anderson. And when you have 6'7", 6'6", you run a lot of ball screens and rely on a lot of different things with them. It's just been completely teaching a different style of play. It's been a challenge. It was more of a challenge in October and November. Obviously, we've had success to start the year. Some guys are coming along faster than others, but it's been a lot of fun as a coach. And I've seen some guys like Brooks Cargill. He played excellent in our last game against Walden Verona. Guys that are starting to get better with game experience.
What are some things, independent of outcome, that you want to get done here in the next couple of weeks? Pretty difficult stretch.
Yeah, no, our schedule about to get real tough. Obviously tonight with Spencer County, and then in the King of the Bluegrass we have great crossings, and then the winner and losers in Washington County and Newport Central were obviously very, very good teams. So, yeah, our schedule's going to get tough. But Christmas tournaments are fun. They're a grind. You play a lot of good teams usually. And then you take a break and get back in January. But, honestly, we're a little ahead of a schedule right now. So if we can just keep getting better, because we do have a lot of things to work on. So just keep getting better.
Spencer County 3-3, but, boy, they've got a lot of firepower. Mm-hmm. Is that what stood out as you watched them?
Yeah, it comes down to their 2 guys. One averages 29 a game, and then the other one averages 22 a game. And they're both going to shoot from half court if they're open. They're both really good basketball players. They're smart basketball players. Earhart, number 5, he shot 15 free throws in one of their games. So he's not just a set shooter. He can get to the rim with both hands. So it's going to be a challenge guarding those 2 guys. And we're just going to have to help off the right guys and make the right decisions and not give them any space because they're very lethal.
You mentioned some things you guys have to work on. What is that? Couple things.
Just our on-ball defense, because we don't have shot blockers anymore. We've been, I shouldn't say we've been bad on the ball in defense, but we've had some breakdowns on defense that most teams do have. But I think that's been our glaring weakness is our on-ball defense. So we're just going to have to get better at guarding the ball at times. We do take a lot more charges this year because we don't block shots, so that's been a good positive. And we've had some bad runs. I know we're 6-0, but like against Walden Verona, we started off down 15-4. Against Central Arden, we were down 11 in the third quarter because we just had. But that comes with inexperience. So as long as the season goes on, we can gain some experience and not try to have these bad 3 to 4 minute spurts.
Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
David Levitch, head coach of North Oldham. We'll be right back after this.
Supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
Winter officially begins Thursday, December 21st, but the cold will be here long before that. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a 12-point HVAC checkup. Schedule now and it's only $99 for new customers. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to Goshen. The JV matchup becoming a little more complete here. 16 seconds remaining with the Spencer JV leading 43-38. I'm Chris LaBar along with Jeff Cooper. Steve Bird is our producer tonight. Jim Osborne on camera. Let's talk a bit more about this North Oldham team, Jeff. In the last 3 years, they've been at the Sweet 16. Then they've gone back to the Elite 8 in the region. This team is getting better each year, it seems like.
Yeah, the program's really come on here. Last year, a little bit of a disappointing loss for them. The year before that, they lost in the region final. So they're used to being in that top spot in the region.
Look at some of those numbers there, and both these teams. We'll talk in detail about Spencer in a bit, but North Oldham 77% as a team from the foul line.
Yeah, very good shooting team, and not bad from the field either.
No,
they can flat out shoot the rock, and they seem to get a lot of turnovers, cause a lot of turnovers, so that they seem to get a lot of layups out of those turnovers. So that's going to increase your shooting percentage. But they can shoot the ball from outside as well.
Coach talked about the difficulty of the schedule. And both these teams next week will be part of the King of the Bluegrass at Fairdale. And you look at North Oldham, it's a Great Crossing, a singular, unlike the plural version that Coach Levitch discussed. And then they'll play at the Mason County tournament heading into the new year before really a steady diet of 8th region games.
Yeah, that Mason County tournament's usually pretty good as well. Mason's always good, and those teams up in that area. I'm sure they'll draw some teams from northern Kentucky and the Cincinnati area as well. So, the King of the Bluegrass, Spencer, I believe, plays Male, if I'm not mistaken, and North Oldham plays Great Crossing and Marino.
45-38 final here as the Spencer County JV defeats the North Oldham JV. The Bears varsity is coached by Jason Burns. He's in year 11, and he'll join our Jeff Cooper. That conversation on the other side from Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
I'm talking with Spencer County coach Jason Burns. Jason, in the young season, you guys started out, you've really ramped the schedule up this year. How's your young team responded so far?
We have ramped up our schedule. We got a really experienced group, so we knew this was kind of be, kind of the group we want to do it with. We've been good. We've had some good flashes, and then we've had some flashes where, we're just not quite there yet. But, we've played good competition, and we know it'll pay off at the end. Hopefully it'll pay off tonight. North Oldham's really good. Just add one more good team we're playing. So, but no, yeah, we've gotten off to a pretty good start. We like where we're at.
You got a couple of big-time scorers in Luke Earhart and Camden Cox. Tell me a little bit about each of those young men.
Well, they can shoot the heck out of it, and our style of play, we do a really good job getting some screen for them, and they play well off of each other and the whole group in general, really. So it makes my job a lot easier when a guy can hit it from the volleyball line, and I have full confidence they can do it. So.
Yeah, that's a big-time range there. You got a couple of big kids inside, too, that give you a little bit of size in there, in Baird and Armstrong.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about it.
Keaton's had a really good year. He's also another one of our seniors. And Jack Armstrong, the junior. Both of them are kind of a little bit, skinnier big guys, but they can move, they can pivot, they can pass well. They got quite a bit of skill. So it helps just because we have so many kids that can shoot it, and like I said, score inside, and besides Luke and Cam, and even those two. So,
tell me a little bit about what you think about this North Oldham team. They lost a lot of players, but boy, they've come out really strong and hadn't lost a game so far.
Yeah, well, I'm not really surprised. I don't know if I'm in the minority in that. Like, I knew they had a really good JV team last year, and it's just one of those things. You lose 6 or 7 seniors, and everybody thinks you're going to fall off, and they're not at all. Heck, it's early in the year, but I think right now they're the best team in our region. I mean, they're complete. They got multiple guys who can shoot it, and dribble it, and defend well, and rebound, even though they don't have a ton of size. And they look really good so far. So this will be a good test.
Yeah, it should be. You got the King of the Bluegrass coming up. Have you guys ever played in the King of the Bluegrass before?
We did. We played 18-19 season maybe in our first year, and then we were in it last year. So yeah, we're excited. I mean, there's not an atmosphere other than the state tournament, regional tournament that beats King of the Bluegrass. So we're worried about this one, but that one we're definitely excited to be able to participate in that.
Yeah, you certainly don't have a chance to look ahead with playing a pretty good team tonight. One other question for you. This region, North Oldham has started out pretty well. Woodford's pretty good. There's some, you guys came back against Oldham, but it's a wide open region. I mean, you guys have as much chance of any to win this region. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, I think that's 100% accurate. Oldham's got a really good group, and we were fortunate to win that one. And Woodford, I've seen a little bit. You know, they got some new players that not everybody knows, but they've certainly looked the part, and they're athletic and I mean, heck, even in our district, I mean, I think Anderson's improved and Shelby County's improved, and heck, for their district to get out with South and you know, these guys, I mean, I think even South, I don't know if their record and scores are reflective, but I think they've gotten a little bit better too. So it's definitely wide open, but we like our group too. So we're excited. It's been an exciting summer and exciting start to the season. So.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you, sir.
That was Coach Jason Burns from Spencer County. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Oldham County High School basketball here on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product is based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name's Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Winter officially begins Thursday, December 21st, but the cold will be here long before that. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a 12-point HVAC checkup. Schedule now and it's only $99 for new customers. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School. Spencer County 9 minutes away from a tip versus North Oldham. And this broadcast is authorized by North Oldham High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Jeff, an interesting tidbit in looking at both these coaches, both part of the University of Louisville men's basketball program.
Yeah, David Levitch, of course, was a walk-on player at the University of Louisville, and Jason Burns was a graduate student manager, or a basketball student manager before Levitch got there in 04 to 08.
So some crossover there with Burns ahead of Levitch, and a side story with this U of L men's basketball program, certainly a story yet to be written this season perhaps. Let's transition to this game in this Spencer County backcourt. And this Earhart, 29 points a game, and Camden Cox, 23 points a game. And also he's 100%, 13 of 13 from the foul line.
Well, obviously you don't want to foul him late in the game, but both of these guys, according to Coach Burns, can pop it from the volleyball line, and they have deep range. And, of course, they'll set a lot of screens for them and try to get them open and get some good looks. But they do have some other scorers, too. I mean, Keaton Baird, big 6'5", got inside, averaging 10.5, and their other 6'5" junior, Jack Armstrong, comes off the bench and gives them 9.5 a game. So it's not just those two guys. I mean, they got some other guys that could step in and score some points for them as well.
Second time we've had Spencer County on the GlyCod.com airwaves. Saw them November 30th. Winning at Oldham County in overtime. They were down 21 points early in the fourth and just got some kind of hot from outside.
That's amazing, and that just goes to show you that they can shoot the basketball. And when you can do that, you can either shoot yourself back in the game really quickly, or if you're not making the shots, you can shoot yourself right out of it. So fortunately for them so far this year, they've shot themselves and kept themselves in a lot of games.
A lot of interesting matchups tonight within the 8th region. We will update you all evening long on area scores. Up next, we'll have a look at the keys to the game. Then on the other side of this pause from GlyCod.
Supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
Winter officially begins Thursday, December 21st, but the cold will be here long before that. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a 12-point HVAC checkup. Schedule now and it's only $99 for new customers. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from GlyCod.
Friday night in Goshen, a perfect place to be some 10 days ahead of Christmas. Tonight's keys to the game presented by Traditional Bank. Who you bank with matters. Some parallels, Jeff, on both sides.
Well, I think that there's a key for both teams here. Who can defend better? Who can get the most stops? Okay, Oldham County's given up 58 points a game, Spencer County 70. Obviously, Spencer County's going to have to pick their defense up against this team. But who can play the best defense and get the most stops and defend the three-pointer the best? Okay. for North Oldham, I think it's going to be key for them to try to slow down either Cox or Earhart. I don't think you can do both, but as long as they can slow down one of them, they're going to have a better chance of winning than not. If they both have a good ball game, then they may be in some trouble. Spencer County needs to get some other players besides those two to score, but also utilize their size inside. They're much bigger. If they decide to play professionally, if they decide to play both of the bigs together, they're much bigger than North Oldham is, okay? Now, having said that, North Oldham has very good team rebounding, okay? They don't have any size, but they team rebound very well. They're averaging more rebounds per game than Spencer County is. So Spencer County needs to dominate inside and out on the glass.
And both these teams have aspirations and optimism of a deep postseason run.
They sure do, especially Spencer County this year with having a senior-oriented group. I mean, they start 5 seniors. And that's one reason why they've increased the schedule, the difficulty of the schedules they have. Coach Burns thinks this team can get to Rupp Arena for the first time.
Boy, it's been a while. They've never been, actually.
Never been, no. They were runner-up, I think, 2 times maybe. Recently, I think in 18 or 19 they were runner-up, and then you have to go back to the 20s when they were Taylorsville High School.
Yeah.
So, but they've had more success here recently. I believe they also got to the region semifinals a few years ago in 18 or 19. So the region is very, very balanced. So any team could win it. North. You've got Woodford County. You've got Spencer. You've got Oldham. Maybe some other schools might sneak in there before it's all over.
It's 2011, actually, the last time Spencer County advanced to the regional final. Bears and the Mustangs live tonight from Goshen. Starting lineups tip off in just a couple of minutes from Glycott.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
From Glycott, it's Oldham County High Schools basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Oldham County Health Department, healthy people, strong community. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring Waste Wizard. And by LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Thompson Heating and Cooling, and Financial Solutions Incorporated. Now, courtside for all the action of Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycott.
Take a look now at the starting lineups presented by Thompson Heating and Cooling. All 5 seniors for Spencer County. Earhart, 29 points per game. Camden Cox averaging 23. He'll be joined by Kellen Marksberry, Drew Barron, and then Keaton Baird averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds. For North Oldham, Grant Neal leading the Mustangs, 19 points per game. He'll be joined by Jack Fisher, 14 points and a team-high 9 rebounds. Ryan Howard averaging 14, followed by Ryan Sanders at 5 a game, and sophomore Jacoby McRoberts at 4 a game. And Jeff, you talked about it. Perhaps one of the wild cards in this game is Spencer County's Keaton Baird. He's got some size and a ferocious rebounder.
Yeah, he's a very good rebounder, double figures. They really need him to step up tonight and help out with the scoring, but he's got to stay out of foul trouble now. They got another big to bring in there, but I would think he needs to stay out of foul trouble and maybe step up and get a few more than his average tonight.
So Spencer County 3-3. It's always a pleasure to watch these student athletes come out and have their name introduced. They love that. They look forward to that, I think, all week long. And a really good crowd on hand. This is the last week or last day of school before January the 3rd here in Oldham County, and a nice representation from both student athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. Good crowd tonight, and Spencer tends to bring quite a few people, I think, when they come out. And North's been drawn pretty well here recently, too.
They sure have. Mustangs, first time they've ever been 6-0, and so much praise and accolades the last few years. All that talent led by Dallas Roberts' group, and they're long gone. And now pretty much a reconfigured Mustang team, and lo and behold, David Levitch has them at 6-0.
They have, I can't believe they haven't gone 6-0 to start a season yet, as successful as they've been over the last few years. Just a great job by Levitch bringing in, different players and rolling right along like they didn't lose anybody.
So Grant Neal will be introduced. 3-year starter. He's been through the wars for this Mustang program. This series controlled by North Oldham since the school's opening. They've won 11 of 14, including a matchup earlier this calendar year in Taylorsville with Spencer's last win back 5 years ago. Jacoby McRoberts will be introduced. We will let you know the officials. Brian Alvey leading the trio with Steve Viola and Jason Beckham. Should be a very interesting matchup. There are loads of basketball games tonight inside the 8th region, and we think this is the marquee event. And the tap controlled by Spencer County.
North starting out in the man.
McRoberts, the teeth of that defense for North. Really good crowd on that lower bowl, and a nice pass. Left-hand layup is off from Baird. And Ryan Sanders corrals the North Oldham rebound.
Had a good look there. Got a bump. Didn't call it. Gonna let him play.
In the block, that's McRoberts. Now Neal triggers a three.
Best way to shoot the threes, inside out. Get your best looks that way.
Neal, a 45% three-point shooter in the early segments of the season. And North by the three-point margin is Earhart. Flipped over to Baird. Baird going to operate inside the teeth of the defense. Marksberry. Nice switch on that double team as Marksberry probes the lane, lays it long, and the Mustangs with the board.
Well, two inside shots there. Spencer hadn't gotten down. They got maybe a little jitters.
Jack Fisher, some bright orange sneaks, and he's called for a hook.
Yep, sure did.
Offensive foul is on Jack Fisher, his first, and the team first.
You mentioned it earlier, Chris. Watch North in that man-to-man, doubling up occasionally out there, doing a little jump there. So far, they've done a great job closing out on the two shooters.
And McRoberts, a focal point of this defense as he's trying to swallow up Marksberry up top. Veering baseline, Baird through contact. It's long. McRoberts on the backside.
Couple big boards from McRoberts here so far.
Now Fisher inside the teeth of the defense for an and one.
Fisher. Foul is on Kellen Marksberry.
Jack Fisher in for his first field goal and a 5-zip Mustang start.
No weak side help there on that. He split and didn't get any help on the.
Foul on Marksberry as the free throw rattles out. And now Barron in attack pose for Spencer. McRoberts with a hand in a 3-on-2. And he'll simply bulldoze Marksberry.
Offensive foul is on Jacoby McRoberts.
That was a good call. He's a little bit out of control there. Marksberry wasn't necessarily set, but he had good defensive position.
Marksberry, a vital member of the football program, racing back on D. 2-minute drought to start for Spencer, so he tried to get on the board. There's a three in the corner, partially blocked on the closeout. Neal with the block from Earhart.
Great closeout there by Neal.
And Fisher comes to a jump stop. Neal this time, left corner. Got it! And a Spencer 30-second timeout. Grant Neal with a quick 6. And we're back in 30 seconds on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Grant Neal with a 3 in the corner and an 8-0 North Oldham lead. Marksberry. Backdoor cut, that's Earhart. And a block on North Oldham.
Yeah, that was a good call. Earhart might have got away with an extra step
Mustang
there.
foul is on Ryan Howard.
Take another look, Jeff, at Neal's follow-through on that corner 3.
Man, he's got really nice form on the 3. Both he hit one from each side, too, so they can't really play him one side or the other.
And Spencer on the board.
Earhart's a lefty, too.
At the line for the Bears, number 5, Luke Earhart. Checking in for Spencer County, number 15, Jack Armstrong.
So the All-American boy checks in.
Or the old Reds pitcher.
And Earhart gets that to trickle in. This Spencer County outfit, 82% from the foul line as a team. Remarkable foul shooting group.
And they're in a 2-3 right now.
Now Fisher will orchestrate, and Earhart right in the passing lane.
Basket by Earhart.
Nice come out of the timeout there. 4 quick points, get them back in it.
And McRoberts back over to Neal. McRoberts with a jab step, trying to flip it right at the elbow. Turnaround jumper, Howard! Ryan Howard, the ex-Philly, gets it to go in. 10-4, North Oldham.
You need the grandson of Terry Howard used to play for U of L, isn't that right?
How about McRoberts? Ball pressure for North.
Smart decision, pulled it out that time.
Neal teed up everything but the field goal, and a strong lasso by Baird of the Bears. Mustangs by 6. Cox back down Marksberry, long with that 3, and North Oldham owning the glass. Neal high to collect it.
Very good team rebounding team.
Mustangs in the half court. Howard again from the elbow, 2 for 2.
Chris, that's death. They've got to keep the ball out of the middle there. In the 2-3, the middleman's playing back behind the volleyball line.
Driving is Baird for the answer. No, McRoberts high for the lasso. He'll pause at the foul line. Back to Fisher, heaving one. In!
Wow.
Fisher! North Oldham looks really good.
Yes,
Some
they do.
5 minutes gone by.
6 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3.
Marksberry back in the corner. The first shot attempt, good for Jack Armstrong.
Big man can shoot the ball. They got both bigs in there.
Only 2 of 6 on the year from 3 is Armstrong, but that was a much-needed triple for Spencer.
No, definitely.
As Fisher being accosted up top by Marksberry.
His side's up too high.
Now Fisher in the corner, skip past foul line, Neal from 17. And it rolled off, and I believe it'll be waved off.
Yep. Roberts grabbed the net there.
Checking in for the Bears, number 11, Samuel Seawright.
Take a look at the
Checking in for
offensive
Mustangs,
goal
number
10.
11, Brooks.
I'd give. Yeah, he grabbed onto the net there.
As Spencer in the half court, trailing by 8 early.
I'm Spencer. I give that 2-3 one more look. If they get the ball in the middle again, they're going to have to back out of it.
Marksberry pitches it in the lane. Armstrong with the lefty loft.
Nice move.
Basket by Armstrong.
Jack with 5, all off the Spencer bench, and the Bears carving into this 6-point deficit now. Couple bodies going to replace 2 student athletes at the next whistle, 1 for each team. Fisher inside the lane. He got fouled, banked it in.
Again, foul line, wide open. That one's off the dribble, and they definitely can't do that.
Fisher with 7. 17-9 Mustang beginning as Marksberry will angle out to his companion Armstrong. And now Armstrong, the decoys. Marksberry floats it in.
Basket by Kellen Marksberry.
Nice little spin move there by Marksberry.
You get the sense his offense really going to pick up as this winter unfolds.
Oh, definitely. He's going to have to.
Coming in a little bit late with football. There's a corner 3 in the air. Hoisted it in for Howard.
Yeah, they need to retire the zone here. Of course, if they can't play a man either, they're in big trouble.
Howard with 7. Yes, Cox with a cross. Lofted in the lane, overplay, and stolen from behind. That's Howard. Neal. Schmidt for 3.
Cargold.
Excuse me, that's Brooks Cargold with 3.
Everybody getting in on the act. 5 of 6 from 3 for North.
A 23-11 scintillating Mustang start. Let's see what Spencer does here with chump change left in the quarter. Earhart trying to get by Neal. In the lane, Armstrong working, and he's long. McRoberts cleans it up on the back.
See if they hold it for 1 here.
And Fisher.
Yeah, and they're back man. They had to come out of that zone.
Under 10 left in the quarter.
Screening's going to pop out.
Fisher heaving it late in the clock. And that'll take care of the first. Fisher on the bank. 26-11 Mustangs. And we return right after this.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Jack Fisher banks it in to close the quarter.
Well, when it's going well, it's going well. That was a tough shot. And he knocked it down, though.
So 26-11, North Oldham after one. Spencer County certainly been here before. Again, a lengthy deficit versus Oldham County some 2 weeks ago, and they came back to win that one in overtime. But North Oldham red hot from the floor to start.
Oh, no doubt about it. 4 out of 5 from 2-point range and 6 out of 7 from 3-point range. So going to win a lot of games shooting the ball like that. Spencer's got to pick their defense up, man. They're back in the man.
Gray Schmidl's checked in for North Oldham. As the Mustangs now play 7 as Neal cut off. Now Fisher inside the lane, lays it up and long. A nice rebound. That's Camden Cox for Spencer. Outside of the trailer, Armstrong. He was stationary and it's short. And Neal brings it down for North as Neal gathers himself and drives and rims out.
Gotta like him taking it to the hole, though.
There's Armstrong. Yielded back over to Cox. Cox scoreless here in the first segments of this game. Armstrong will flip it to Earhart.
Got Fisher on Earhart now.
Earhart through contact, put it in.
Basket by Earhart.
But they're not giving him the open looks from 3, so if he beats you from 2, then so be it.
Earhart with 5. And now Fisher going to coordinate things up top for North. There's Schmidl. Headed leak forward. It's going to deflect off of Spencer.
Checking in for the Bears, number 10.
Spencer's getting beat too much off the bounce. They got to keep North in front of him.
There you see Coach David Levitch, year 6. North Oldham sideline. As it's bounced inside, now the return to Fisher. Neal weaving with the
Outstanding move there by Neal.
Neal with 8. That with a right hand for the left-handed player.
A couple guys giving him grief in there, too.
Earhart going to handle it up top. Bear driving in, I believe Brooks Cargold will be called for the bump.
Yeah, bumped him lower body there.
His first and the team first.
Common foul. Spencer will inbound underneath.
Cox got to get going here.
I'm sure he'll be a focal point at some point in the offense. And a nice take and an and one as Keaton Baird puts it in.
That's using the size inside there by Baird, and this time he fought through the contact and got it to go.
And the team second.
Foul on Brooks Cargold. That'll be his second as Baird going to work on the inside. Baird with 3. Schmidl will find Neal.
Ooh, dangerous pass there.
Sure was. Fisher back to Neal. Steps into one.
Well, this Neal's really impressive. He's improved so much over last year, man.
Has he ever? Neal with 11. Cox driving, lofts it short. Fisher with great defense. Back to Cox, though. And it's taken away. Cargold in the passing lane, back to Schmidl, and the Mustangs by 15, looking for more. In and out for Cargold.
It looked good, though. Even when they missed, they looked good.
Cox tries his luck from outside. And off the baseline, it's going to stay Spencer. Jacoby McRoberts is in.
Checking in for the Bears.
And Spencer will return Kellen Marksberry.
For the Mustangs, 23, Jacoby McRoberts.
Well, the acoustics work in here, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely.
Spencer will inbound. That's Baird, top of the key.
Neal's done an outstanding job on Earhart so far. And Cox when he's guarded him.
Earhart fade away. I think North will live with that shot all night long.
Absolutely.
As Marksberry got the loose ball, and it's put up and in for Armstrong.
Basket by Jack Armstrong.
Armstrong with 7 points. The leading Bear scorer.
Yeah, he's averaging 9.5, so he's really chipping in here so far.
McRoberts flies it.
Jacoby McRoberts.
And once again, beating off the dribble. Led to a wide open shot.
Is that 8 threes for North in this half?
I think they reeled out a 2. Did they?
Marksberry slips it in the corner. Armstrong did not get the roll, and McRoberts brings it in. McRoberts, nice pass underneath, and the layup goes in.
Howard.
And a Spencer County timeout. Take another look as North Oldham slices it up with McRoberts leading the fray. It all starts, Jeff, at that end as Marksberry flips in the corner.
Yep, and McRoberts big on the board so far, and a really nice pass. Good back cut there.
So the Mustangs leading big, 36-18 in this second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll have a look at some of your area scores. Also update first half stats as North Oldham, a blitz to start this game.
8 threes here so far in a quarter and a half. And now they're going to put some pressure on them here. They'll trap out of this. It's a man, but they'll trap out of it.
Marksberry.
Good job beating it.
Cross to Baird. Nice
Good
take
move.
by Baird, sure was.
Basket by Keaton Baird.
That's the way you beat that press. Get it in the middle and go.
Baird with 5. There's Cargold. Now Neal through contact with that offhand. McRoberts late to the party. And a held ball momentarily. It's going to leak forward to Spencer. There's Cox, partially blocked. Left hand putback goes home. Armstrong again.
Basket by Baird.
Excuse me, that's Baird.
Well, Cox having a tough time out there. He's taking some tough shots. Needs to settle down, let the game come to him a little bit.
14-point North Oldham advantage. And Cox right in the passing lane.
Maybe that'll get him going.
And Cox puts it in, and a North Oldham
Basket by
timeout.
Caitlin
We'll step
Cox.
aside. Back after this on Glycod.
Mustangs.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Chris Labar and Jeff Cooper back live in Goshen. North Oldham by 12, under 3, and Neal cannot get it to go in as Spencer trying to get this down to single digits with a made 3. Cox uncorks one. Armstrong nudged it forward, and it's going to stay Spencer.
That was a good look for Cox. Just didn't knock it down. If you're Spencer, all you want to do right here is try to get it below 10 at halftime or more, obviously. But they're still in this thing. But I just don't think North Oldham's going to continue to shoot, 89% from three-point range.
Jackson Combs is checked in for Spencer, 6'3 junior, his 4th game of the season. It's Baird. Poked down and poked away. Howard with his mitt on it. Baird back to work.
Boy, good spin move again by Baird. He stuck right with it. Back to 10 now.
Keaton Baird with 9.
Baird and Armstrong have been the big scorers here.
10-point North Oldham lead is Fisher. Finding McRoberts, flings it in.
Jacoby
And the ninth made 3.
9 out of 11. That's incredible.
McRoberts, a 21% three-point shooting on the season. And he's made 2 tonight.
Yes, he has.
There's Marksberry working on McRoberts. Now Earhart. Nice skip. McRoberts heaves it. And a rebound by Neal. McRoberts running. And a little bit out of sorts there.
Yeah. Got too far under the basket to really do anything.
And the basket goes in.
Basket by Baird.
I'm not sure Baird went back on defense, but he benefited by that.
He did not go back on defense. Snowbird.
There's Fisher. A lot of mitts in there. And the whistle and a Spencer foul.
No, they haven't committed any fouls, so that's not too bad.
Foul is on Baird.
You see the Spencer fast break as Baird puts it in.
Well, it's easy to fast break when you don't run up the court, but I mean, Roberts got up the court so quickly himself. Didn't really have a chance.
Entry pass, and Neal, everything as it slides off. Fisher got the rebound. And a Bear foul underneath.
Well, Neal won't miss that shot hardly any time he gets it under there.
Well executed play on the inbound.
No doubt. See what they do this time. They'll do something different here. Switch it, and there he is again. Oh, man.
Fisher off, and another Bear foul.
What he did, Chris, he came up there, set the screen, and then Fisher rolled back to the basket on the left side, whereas Neal cut to the right side. Nobody picked him up.
So 2 succession on inbound plays for North. As Fisher to the stripe for a couple.
Well, North hadn't shot free throws well. They're 0 for 2. Everything else is going in.
That one off to the left. North, 77% foul shooting group as a team. And despite the hot shooting, Spencer only down 11, and now 12.
And back out of the man press.
Very important minute left.
Oh, yeah.
For the Bears in this half.
Interesting to see what they do at halftime to start freeing Cox and Earhart up for open looks.
Now Cox will handle up top.
It's a high screen.
Now Cox inside the teeth of that defense. Combs with a trigger. And McRoberts backside lasso for North.
McRoberts has been a beast on the glass here. They're going to pull out, go for 1 here, I bet.
That might be the intent as Fisher receives the instruction from his calm head coach.
Okay, there'll be a high screen here pretty soon.
Well,
they don't
Fisher,
have to do that.
McRoberts foul line. It's on the mark but long. Cox got the rebound at 2, and McRoberts forcing that shot well off the mark. North Oldham, a very impressive first half. They lead Spencer County 40-28. We'll be back to Goshen right after this.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product's based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name's Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community. Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by the Oldham County Health Department. Find out about their array of wellness programs and services by visiting oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people, strong community.
Halftime at Goshen, North Oldham. A very impressive 40-28 lead. Chris LaBar along with Jeff Cooper. Mustangs red hot from the field.
Wow. Yeah, they've overall they've hit 16 out of 24 shots, but more importantly, 9 out of 11 from deep. So you're going with a lot of games shooting the ball like that.
Look at this Spencer County team. We've got some individual numbers, and Luke Earhart with 6, but Camden Cox only with 2 points.
Yep. Well, they had to stop one of the two of them at least, and so far they've stopped both of them. That's why they're up 12 points.
Got Keaton Baird leading the Bears with 11, Jack Armstrong 7. We told you Earhart with 6, Kellen Marksberry 3, and Camden Cox with a pair. For North Oldham, unofficially, they've got Grant Neal 11, Jack Fisher with 10, Ryan Howard with 9, Jacoby McRobert 6, and Brooks Cargold with 3 points.
And a lot of those shots that North made, Chris, were with no hands in their face, okay? North's got to pick up that defense in the second half and close out on the shooters without going by them, running by them and jumping at them. Get the hand up. Give them something else to look at besides a wide open rim.
Mustangs very impressive against that zone defense.
Oh, yeah, they ate the zone up. They got the ball in the middle literally every time, either with a pass or a dribble drive.
So what does Spencer do? This is certainly such a well-coached team, a senior-laden team. What sorts of things do they do to get back in this game?
Well, they're going to have to do some type of screening to get Cox and Earhart open. I mean, they haven't had any real open looks from outside. Neither one of them have hit a three-pointer. In fact, I think they've only hit one as a team. And I think that may have been Marksberry that hit that. So they got to do something to get those guys open, and double screens, baseline, double screens on the baseline, curl screen, whatever they got to do to get them some open looks.
Up next, we'll have a look at your first half stats. At the turn, North Oldham leading Spencer County by 12 on Glycod.
Supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Winter officially begins Thursday, December 21st, but the cold will be here long before that. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a 12-point HVAC checkup. Schedule now and it's only $99 for new customers. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Back to North Oldham High School. Let's take a look at your first half stats presented by Oldham Financial. They provide clarity for your financial future. Visit oldhamfinancial.com for more information. And North Oldham not too shabby from the floor, Jeff.
No, not at all. 67%, 16 out of 24. But that 9 out of 11 out of 3, it's 82%. That's incredible. Both teams on the glass, 12 rebounds each. 5 turnovers for North, 4 for Spencer. So both teams taking pretty good care of the ball. Spencer from 2-point range is not shooting too bad. They're 11 out of 19. It's the threes that's killing them, 1 out of 9. And their big 2 big 3-point shooters haven't hit one yet.
So the Bears minus 24 from the 3-point stripe, and it doesn't take Perry Mason to figure out that's why you're down 12 points.
That's exactly why you're down 12 points. And North is not, they don't rely on the 3. They rely on the score in a lot of different ways, whereas Spencer does rely a lot on the 3. But they've at least proven that they can score inside as well with Armstrong and Baird, both very impressive inside.
See what both teams elect to do from an adjustment standpoint. Of course, North Oldham red hot from the floor, and I think this team, as this season continues, may open some eyes around the state. Not much really expected from them this year.
No, not at all. I mean, they were picked up down and run 5th or 6th probably in the preseason polls by all the coaches. And, man, they've been really impressive. They might be the best team in this region so far.
That's what Jason Burns mentioned in your conversation.
Yeah. And he's got a good group, too. I mean, I'm impressed with everything but their defense. Their defense, they need to work on that. They get first possession. They can knock it down here below 10 with the 3, and they just need to chip a little at a time each 4-minute segment here.
So certainly the Bears certainly very, very capable. Down 12 as they try to work their way back in this game as Marksberry flips it to Barron.
They're not giving them any open looks. What's the difference between Oldham and Spencer? Had they close out on the shooters? Watch.
Lob pass, and Baird fouled from behind. Looked like Ryan Sanders got him.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the official on the baseline didn't make that call, but maybe he didn't see it and the other one did.
Lofted and fielded by Marksberry. There's Baird through contact. Rolls in.
Big man.
Basket by Baird.
He's got a nice array of moves around the hole there.
Foul is on Jacoby McRoberts. His second.
I'll tell you one thing North is not doing, Chris, is they are not helping off whoever Neal and Fisher guarding the two big scorers. They're not helping off. They're staying with them at all times. So that's one reason why Baird and Armstrong are able to have one-on-one opportunities.
Baird now with 14. Just over 7 minutes in this third quarter. Now Fisher bumped to his spot. McRoberts flings it. Oh my!
Dan.
Jacoby McRoberts.
McRoberts with 9. All via the 3. That's going to trickle near sideline Marksberry. McRoberts a little aggressive there. Thefted it. Outlet pass. Sanders. And he's clobbered en route to the basket.
That should have been a foul out here. When you displace somebody from the ball, that is a foul.
Foul is on Baird, his second.
Unless they don't call it.
Team first.
That was Marksberry here as he was trying to get to that spot.
He kind of pushed him off. McRoberts pushed him off the spot there.
Free throw off the mark on Sanders first. 4 of 7 now from the foul line on the campaign. His first point. And it's back to 13. North led by 15 after 1, led by 12 at half. Cox blocked on the backside. It was punched out by Sanders. And an and-one opportunity off the rim as that's Baird back to the foul line for 2.
Somebody else helped off there on Earhart, blocked the shot, but able to get it back and feed Baird. Didn't try to force it himself.
Baird with 14. He has really carried this offense tonight.
Yeah, he has. I like him. He's an impressive player down there.
And that one's going to rattle off.
That could have cut it to 11 there.
Rebound snared by Fisher.
They're just switching off out there on that shuffle cut.
There's Fisher. McRoberts in the seam. And it's going to ricochet out of bounds. Touched last by Sanders.
Robert's going to be a good player here. He's got a lot of athleticism. He hits the boards well. He's made that one mistake down there on the break, but since then he's slowed up on the break and made the right pass.
Well, he's been a difference maker on the defensive end, and his athleticism, as you mentioned.
Yep.
Under 6 now in the third. And the Bears have to find a way to get Camden Cox going. He averages 23, and he's got 2. There's Baird flinging a 3. And Sanders occupying the North Oldham rebound.
They've got 15 or 16 here. It's big.
Roberts up now to Neal.
Good switch.
Fisher, little crafty turnaround. Fisher with 12.
He's crafty in there, man.
Earhart in the corner. That's Barron.
Watch Fisher. He's not helping until he goes to the boards.
Barron, his 3 swirls out. McRoberts in the thick for North. And there's Neal. Numbers if they hurry. Running the floor. Sanders off. And it will belong to the Bears as Spencer survives that possession. Great decision by Neal as he had it midair and started that break.
Got to put that in if you're Sanders.
Speaking of putting it in, the Bears badly need a bucket.
Well, they sure do.
There's Marksberry. Still plenty of time left. Little pull up, and that's going to rattle out. Follow goes. It's Drew Barron.
Basket by Andrew Barron.
That's his first bucket, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Averaging 2 points on the season. That's shots off from Fisher. And Baird, the initiator.
Oh, he had Earhart wide open there. He got the bucket.
Puts it in.
Basket by Baird.
It was a tough shot. Earhart was wide open there at the...
Baird with 16 unofficially.
They're picking the defense up. Here comes the trap.
There's Fisher through it. Up top, Neal. Neal, nice take. And a Spencer foul.
But they're going to have to do something here to try to get some stops here.
Spencer County foul is on Keaton Baird, his third.
Jeff, Neal has become so strong with going with his right hand almost as his left.
Yeah, he's good either way here. He's made several buckets on the right side.
At the line for the Mustangs, Grant Neal.
Free throw rims in.
Number 15, Jack Armstrong. For the Mustangs, Brooks Cargo.
Neal, a 75% foul shooter on the year, now with 12 points on the eve. Both South Oldham and Oldham County in action tonight. Oldham County on the road in northern Kentucky at Highland. South Oldham hosting Simon Kenton. Both those games in the early phases. As Marksberry pitches it in the lane. There's a Baird triple. And touched last by Cargold. Or was it?
No, it was off of Armstrong.
Okay. So Spencer on the defensive end.
But that's you see what they did there. They got the ball inside, and then he kicked it back out for the open three. But again, the people guarding Cox and Earhart are not helping off. They're staying with them the whole time. Unless they double team, somebody comes and double teams.
Now McRoberts. Cargold underneath Fisher. He had Marksberry pinned underneath and put it in.
Fisher's so strong down there, and Neal is too. I mean, those boys have put on a lot of muscle over the summer.
15-point North Oldham advantage. Cox baseline, little fadeaway.
There he goes.
Basket by Camden
Maybe that'll get him going.
Good.
Cox with 4. It's been a working margin, about 8 to 14 points from the outset in favor of North.
Well, they jumped out 8-0, and it's been play catch-up the whole time for Spencer. Here comes triple team. Somebody's open.
Roberts lofts it in the lane. And a long shot there as Cox out for Spencer, salivating and eyeing a three. It's short. And Neal, 3-on-1. And that's going to go for Howard. You make this many threes, you're going to beat a lot of teams.
A lot of teams, no question.
North 11 made threes unofficially. It's going to rattle right through the midst of Baird.
They score here, Spencer will need a timeout.
Howard was a heat check, I think, and it's short.
Yeah, Howard can get that shot any trip down the court.
Lead at 16. McRoberts overzealous from behind.
Well, that's definitely where Spencer has an advantage, is down on the block.
The team fourth. Checking in for the Mustangs, Gray Schmidl.
Somehow, some way, they got to start knocking down some triples.
Andrew Barron.
Gray Schmidl is in for North.
Let's see what Spencer does here off the inbounds.
As Cox will inbound underneath.
He's going to come back.
Armstrong.
Yep. Lord. Oh, I don't know about that.
We have a North foul. That'll be the 5th foul.
Ryan Howard, his 3rd.
I thought Howard had a really good position there, and Armstrong lowered his shoulder.
Let's take another look at that. Perhaps some theatrics.
Maybe. I don't know.
It is the 5th team foul, so 2 free throws for the remainder of the quarter for Spencer.
Bang, bang like that, it's hard to,
And Armstrong will have one more. North Oldham will sub in Ryan Sanders. I think Coach Levitch has a very solid 7-player rotation.
Definitely does, yeah.
This is a good team.
Very good team.
I think Spencer's a solid one as well. That's in for Armstrong. Be Jack's 8th point, his first in this half.
Well, the lead's 15 and was 12 at the half, so.
Schmidl uncorks one. I want to save some of these for the king of the bluegrass.
Definitely.
18-point North Oldham lead, as Kay Wood used to say, their longest.
Well, I'll tell you what, Spencer averages 76 a game. They're at 38.
Skip pass.
There's your extra pass.
And Barron tried to steer it in. Neal with a rebound.
Spencer
weaving his way up the floor. And an and one!
And again, like you said earlier, Chris, right hand. Left-handed, but he's using his right hand down around the bucket.
North in transition, very solid as Neal with the and one. And the free throw, good as well.
Up to 21, not what they wanted here going into the third quarter.
Earhart's floats at baseline, nice take.
Yeah, it was, and help was late on that.
Basket by Camden Cox.
Oh, excuse me, that's Cox, excuse me. Cox with 6.
I thought that was Earhart.
I did too, and it was Earhart.
It was Earhart, yeah.
Don't trust the PA guy. Fisher on top.
It's right in front of us. So.
24 seconds left in this third. Fisher, a strong move, and Baird collects the rebound.
Baird did just enough to alter the shot there.
Deflect off of Marksberry. Schmidl got in the passing lane and threw that pass off course.
They got 8.3 to get a shot off here. If they make another 3 or something at the end of this quarter, that could be a dagger.
There's Schmidl pacing into front court. Nice find.
Oh!
And it's off. And that's going to wrap up quarter number 3. North Oldham in full control. They lead Spencer by 19. Back after this on Glycod.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
$19-point North Oldham lead as we welcome you back to Goshen on Glycod.
Well, Spencer's been here before.
They have.
So, see what happens. But they're not getting those looks from 3. That's the thing that's impressed me most about North is their defense on these two guys. I mean, they're not giving them any open looks at all from behind the stripe. Got to try some double teaming here. Somebody's open.
And Cargold up top for North, trying to improve to 7-0 for the first time in school history. Neal in the corner. Schmidl finds Neal. Schmidl uncorks one. And the rebound secured. Earhart short on that one, and Fisher with a rebound is he'll try to stabilize the offense here in what is a big commanding lead.
And the Bears are 1 out of 15 from 3. That's not going to win you too many games.
Maybe just one of those nights.
Could be.
Yes, Fisher, far sideline.
I'm still impressed with him, though.
Fisher, a great take with the left.
Fisher!
Again, no help. He got by him, and he was wide open.
It's a testament to that young man's work ethic. He has improved immensely since he first got involved in this program.
Oh, no doubt about it. He's got bigger and stronger, too.
Keaton Baird puts it in, and I think that really applies to the entirety of this North Oldham roster.
Yep. These guys have been playing against some really good players on the B team here over the last couple of years.
Spencer in the open floor. Baird, a crafty jumper, and Fisher will snare it for North.
Still a good move by Baird, though. You got to take that shot. Timeout.
We're going to have a North Oldham timeout. We'll step aside. 30-second timeout. Back after this on Glycod.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Special thanks to LaGrange Service Center for their support of high school athletics on Glycod. They provided quality car care in LaGrange since 1964. Family-owned, honest, and dependable. That's LaGrange Service Center. So the Mustangs pause for 30 and back to live action here in the half court. Fisher up top to Cargold. Great pass from Neal, and Howard lambasted underneath.
Yeah, he got mugged down there. That's illegal in some states.
Andrew Barrett, his second and the team first.
First foul of the segment on Spencer.
Yes. I will say this in his defense. If you're going to foul him, foul him. Don't just wave at him and give up a three-point play.
Howard for 2.
At the line for the Mustangs, Ryan Howard.
Lead back to 20.
Chris, one thing Spencer has not done tonight that maybe they can put in the back of their heads for the next time they play this group. They have not sent Earhart or Cox down low and posted them up. Keep them off the three-point line because you might be able to draw some fouls on Neal and Fisher doing that if they're guarding them.
Fisher inside the lane. And Armstrong lost the handle, and an easy one for Neal.
Everything going the Mustangs' way.
That's Neal with 15. In North Oldham, a 22-point margin. Earhart floats it, and he's fouled to boot. Well, Jeff, we talked about North Oldham's schedule. Let's take another look at what lies ahead. Great Crossing on Tuesday. And then the Mason County tournament to wrap up the new year. And certainly Great Crossing, a lot of size. That front line, robust.
And young, very young. They beat Ballard earlier by 28. So they've gotten off to a really good start this year.
Great Crossing also defeated a very good Frederick Douglass team at the Billy Hicks Classic last week. So a huge challenge looming for this North Oldham team early next week. The Cargold 3 is short. And Spencer with possession as we tiptoe under 5 minutes.
Good look.
Baird up for 2. And a Spencer stop. Baird having a great night. And that's going to be a full Spencer County timeout. North Oldham by 17. We'll step aside. And back after this.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
"17-point North Oldham lead as we welcome you back on Glycod. Great to have you with us tonight for high school basketball. And this Mustang team, goodness gracious, a solid performance from the outset, Jeff.
Very impressive. I mean, this is a good team they're playing, and they're just they've handled their business very well. I got to tell you, this is very solid. They don't make a whole lot of mistakes. They really only made 6 turnovers on the night. Come out in a 1-3-1 presser, see if they can get them to turn over here.
This McRoberts find Fisher.
Look opposite.
And a double team and a foul. Looked like Cox called for the personal.
Cox, his first.
Only the second foul this quarter on Spencer County.
Look out, there you go. And then,
nice overplay, and Marksberry, a very clever steal. And a long pass, McRoberts back, and he's going to deflect it on that far sideline. And Fisher.
That's just great hustle by McRoberts.
And Fisher for 2.
Fisher!
Turn it into a bucket. Man, that's great hustle.
There's Marksberry trying to stem the tide. Neal with a rebound. From up high, Jeff, you just see the difference in strength between these two teams.
No question about it. That's where the difference is.
It's a clear difference.
Yep.
And a foul on Spencer, a foul on McRoberts.
Mustang fouls on Jacoby McRoberts, his 4th.
Now McRoberts still could use a little bit of muscle on him, but he's only a sophomore. But these guys hit the weight room really hard, especially Fisher and Neal. I mean, they're solid.
There's Cox. And he has labored from the outset to get his offense going. Marksberry tries to steer one in. Earhart flings it. And that's in for 3, and a Jason Burns timeout.
That's his first 3 of the night.
Extended to a full timeout. Now this from LaGrange Service Center.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
"16-point North Oldham lead over Spencer. As we take a look at some upcoming broadcasts on Glycod. We'll take a couple-week break for the holiday, and then back on the 29th, Silver Creek Holiday Tournament. 2 legs there, and then our first pilgrimage at Eastern High School for the City of Middletown, a Holiday Hoops Classic. Look forward to having the consolation and championship games on Friday evening, 2 weeks from tonight.
And that's usually a pretty good tournament. There's some good teams coming and playing that.
As Fisher crossed to McRoberts.
North Oldham not going to be in any hurry to take a shot here unless it's a layup.
There's Cargill double teamed and going to float it out of bounds.
Ooh. Interesting. They usually handle the pressure a little bit better than that.
Checking in for the Bears, number 10.
Keaton Barrett is back in for Spencer.
One thing Spencer can provide when they do pressure like that, they're long. You know, Cox is long and the two bigs are long.
Now Earhart. And Neal got a hand on it. It's going to deflect off of Neal. It will stay with Spencer. There's Cox. Fisher causing so much duress. Baird with a size advantage, and he'll take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good job there seeing the mismatch.
Baird with 19 unofficially. He is by far Spencer County's top offensive player this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Nice reversal as Fisher finds Neal up top inside the teeth of that D.
Split the double team, got a layup.
16-point Mustang lead. This game has never been in doubt as Cox lofts one and stays in. And the Bears call their last timeout and will keep things here as Camden Cox jammed with his first made three.
Yep, and Earhart got his first three before their last timeout. So too little, too late, though. And again, a team that averages 77 points a game, whatever it is, 55 points. So you really got to tip your hat to North's defense. And North averages 79. They're at 68. And honestly could have more than that. They've missed a couple layups.
So we talk a bit about this 8th region this year. And certainly Woodford County, losing Jasper Johnson, one of the nation's top players, to a prep school. They're still going to be a huge factor. A lot of new faces there.
Oh, yeah.
But you figure these two teams are going to be in the thick of it as well.
Yeah, I think so. Woodford, a little bit different type of team, more athletic. Make no mistake, North's athletic, okay, but they're not quite Woodford County athletic. Spencer and, Oldham County could be pretty good by the end of the year. They've got a heck of a player named Max Green, and they got some size. So, Walton Verona's always a tough out. South's not bad this year either. Anderson's improved. Collins is always tough. So this region's going to be an interesting, a lot of fun.
It sure is. Fisher back from Neal. Nick Roberts in the corner for North. And a nice overplay and steal. Stepping right in the passing lane was Armstrong. No, that was Barron, excuse me. Now Cox finds Earhart.
Tough shot there.
Rebound corralled by Neal as the Mustangs on the verge of a 7-0 start. Nick Roberts inside the lane.
He's been big tonight. How many does he have, Chris?
Jacoby McRoberts.
He's got to have 7 or 8 rebounds, too.
To 11 points unofficially. There's a 3 short from Cox. And it will catapult out of bounds.
Checking in for the Mustangs, Gray Schmidl.
Gray Schmidl is in.
The Bears, Baird.
There you see Gray. Jeff will have our most outstanding players, one student athlete from each team at the conclusion of this game. Howard's 3 a little bit short. And Schmidl out to Spencer.
If you're Howard, you got to take that open look, but you got a 15-point lead. There's no sense even taking a shot at this point.
So both teams will reconvene next Tuesday at the King of the Bluegrass. Spencer County plays Male. North Oldham takes on Great Crossing. The 3's off the mark. McRoberts with a rebound.
If Spencer to play defense this way the whole game, it'd be a lot closer game.
They haven't nearly made enough shots. Fisher driving. There's 2 more.
Jeff Fisher.
And a steal and put back for Schmidl.
Greg Schmidl. Mustang foul will
icing on the cake.
On Greg Schmidl, his first. Checking in for the Bears, number 13.
You see Fisher's take and then immediately follow the Schmidl steal for 2 more.
I have a feeling these two teams will meet again down the road.
Now, this is Spencer County team. Don't be deceived by the score tonight. There's a putback. It's going to fall.
No, I mean, even as well as North Oldham has shot, I mean, it's a 17-point game, but, man, they shot lights out.
Barron puts it in. That's going to wrap this one up. North Oldham, a big, authoritative win tonight. 74-57, Mustangs over Spencer County. Step aside, be right back for our post-game report right after this.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
Winter officially begins Thursday, December 21st, but the cold will be here long before that. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a 12-point HVAC checkup. Schedule now and it's only $99 for new customers. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
North Oldham 7-0 to start the season for the first time in school history. They defeat Spencer County tonight 74-57. And Jeff, this was a really impressive performance.
They looked very good tonight. They had a great game plan, executed it very well. They held the two big scores from Spencer to, I'm not sure either of them got double figures. And Spencer's going to have to go back and look at this tape and see, okay, what can we do different the next time we play these guys? Because teams are going to be watching how
North defended these guys and maybe try to do a little bit of that on their own as well. So, but yeah, North's really impressive. They have a great team concept. They look for each other. They play hard, smart. They don't have size. That's the only thing they don't have. Other than that, they're solid.
North Oldham scored the first 8, and that was pretty much the ball game as the Mustangs one time led by 22, and they win tonight 74-57. Up next, we'll update the stats. We'll have the final stats presented by Oldham Financial, and a bit later, our most outstanding players. Take a pause. Be right back in Goshen right after this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools basketball from Glycod.
Mustangs 74, Spencer County 57. As we welcome you back here on Glycod, the ticker in full rundown underneath. Woodford County leading Bryan Station by 3 after 3. Jeff, let's take a look at the most outstanding players tonight. We'll do things a little bit out of order here. Most outstanding players presented in part by Leslie Gilly, State Farm agent. And for Spencer County, Keaton Baird had a good ball game.
Keaton Baird was outstanding. I mean, this young man can play. He's the left-hander and has some crafty moves around the basket. Missed some shots early, but after that, man, he was on the rest of the night. He's very impressive.
And then for North Oldham, could have gone a few different ways.
Man, that was tough. I almost went with Jacoby McRoberts. I mean, he played really well after being a little bit out of control at the beginning of the game. And, of course, you can always pick Riley Neal. But, man, Jack Fisher's impressive. He did a lot of the ball handling in the second half. He gets to the bucket anytime he wants. He's strong, rebounds, plays good defense. I mean, you couldn't go wrong there. But Jack Fisher, I think, did an outstanding job on both Cox and he and Neal switched off on Cox and Earhart, but they did a great job.
Now, Grant Neal saying, hang on a minute, Jeff. You can't pick Riley Neal because she's not in this game.
Oh, Grant Neal. Did I say Riley? Oh,
you did. That's okay.
Jeez. Nope, Riley Neal's been gone for a couple of years. Can't do that.
Jack played well, and just a great team performance by North Oldham. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, they dominated the boards with a smaller team. They didn't. Spencer actually out-rebounded them, but when it got tight there, early on especially, North was very impressive on the glass.
For Coach Burns, what are some things that they can take from this game moving forward?
Well, I mean, your opponent shot 71% from three-point range. So one thing he needs to take from is they have to improve under three-point defense. And, of course, North shot 62% overall. So I felt like when they really exerted themselves on defense late, they played pretty well. They still got beat a couple times, though. So they really have to do a better job on the defensive end. When they can't outscore their opponent, you're talking about they scored 19 less than they usually do, and North was almost right at their average. And North got a lot of wide open looks and wide open layups.
Final stats presented by Oldham Financial, and goodness gracious, North Oldham so hot from the field, and really three-point percentage, the key factor in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were Spencer was 3 out of 23, and Earhart made one and Cox made one, and that was it. I believe Marksbury made one in the first half. 13% from three as opposed to 71%. I mean, they got outscored 36-9 from behind the arc. There's a game right there. Spencer actually shot the ball very well inside the arc, but outside the arc really hurt him tonight.
And again, a reminder, upcoming broadcast on the 29th, 2 weeks from tonight, presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Opening doors, doubleheader, Silver Creek Holiday Tournament in Indiana. We'll also have the City of Middletown Holiday Classic as well on the 29th. So that'll do it for us here on Glycod. Jeff, great to work with you as always,
You
sir.
too, Chris. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For Jeff Cooper, I'm Chris LeBar. Producer tonight, Steve Bird. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you soon on Glycod. Good night.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham County High School's basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Oldham County Health Department, healthy people, strong community. Kinser & Kinser, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Oldham County Solid Waste Management featuring Waste Wizard. And by LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Thompson Heating and Cooling, and Financial Solutions Incorporated.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.